YouTube, Vertical Stacker here, and let's check out some gold. Alright, so I have my Precious Metals Verifier Pro here on my desk. I've got several 1-ounce denominations here. I've got the Gold Eagle, I've got the Krugerrand, I've got the Maple, I've got the Britannia, I've got the Buffalo, I've got in half-ounce Panda, half-ounce AGE, 20 pesos, and a $10 Liberty Head pre-33. Got a Sovereign, and then I have another 1/10 ounce Krugerrand. So I thought I would just show you how I verify my precious metals as they come in. This thing is, in my view, worth its weight in gold. Just being able to discern whether there's something wrong with a coin, whether the composition might not be right, whether the read through and through is off. You know, I don't take any chances. So if someone brings a coin into my office, or I go to the LCS, and I'll take this to the LCS, and I will actually stick this on the counter, and I will read coins before I buy them. Most of the LCSs have the smaller version of this, the earlier version. So I like to take this one just to get a little more peace of mind. So let's go ahead and get started, and I'll just walk you through what I do to test the precious metals. And when I say this thing is worth its weight in gold, I really mean that, because you know, if this thing can detect an ounce or two of fake gold, that's a lot of money, right? So let's go through, and we'll start with the Gold Eagle. Now this particular machine has a setting just for Gold Eagles. So gold pure, of course, that's not it. 91, 22 karat gold, balanced copper, that's not it. So you go down here to the Eagle. So it has that Eagle setting right there. You put it on there, it's 1 troy ounce. Well, technically it's 1.09 troy ounces because of the mixture, but it's 1 troy ounce of pure gold. So let's put this on there and get a reading. So you see the reading there is in the green, basically right in the middle on both. So I feel comfortable and confident that that is a good read for that American Gold Eagle. Well, let's go next to the Krugerrand. So we know that the Krugerrand has a little bit different composition, so we're going to go over here. And we know that the Krugerrand is also a 22 karat gold coin, but the balance on that is copper. So I'll put that there, and that should give me basically the same thing, 1.09 troy ounces, but it has 1 ounce of pure gold in there. So let's get a reading on the Krugerrand. Well, there again, it looks like it's a very good reading. It is in the green on the through and through. And let's take a look and see if we flip it over, if we get a different reading. I don't think we will. So I feel, you know, confident. I didn't do that on the Gold Eagle. I've tested these before, but I wanted to just go through kind of a little demonstration on how I do it. All right, so now we'll go up to the gold maple leaf. Now, as we know, and sorry about my lack of using gloves. I'm sure there's a few people out there having a conniption, but it is what it is. So we're going to go over here to pure gold, because we know this is a 4/9 fine pure gold sample. And so that's going to weigh exactly 1 ounce, right? Because there's no mixed copper or silver in with this. And let's go ahead and put that on there and get a reading. And that reading again is both in the green, and it looks good. Flip it over, both in the green. And let's just try it over here on this one, just in case there's any naysayers out there that says it has to be beyond the edges of the circle to get a good reading. Well, yes and no. I think it just depends on what you're measuring, what your parameters are. But that one reads perfectly as well. All right, let's go to the Gold Britannia. Very brilliant coin. This is also a 3/9 fine, and it says 999.9, so maybe 4/9, I guess you could say. But that's a pure gold sample as well, so I'm not going to mess with the changes or the settings at all. And we'll put that on there and see what reading we get. right in the middle basically on that coin. Let's take it off and flip it over. Every once in a while you will get a variation depending on where it's taking the thickness reading or the surface reading. Sometimes on really high relief coins or rounds you might get a variation. So that one checks out real nice. That Britannia just is a really nice coin. Of course I like all gold coins. So there's that one. Well, let's go to the Buffalo. We know the Buffalo, which is one of my favorite coins, if not my favorite coin. Although I've seen a couple of folks in the community with these dragons. I can't remember where they're from, but man, those are good looking gold coins. Let's check out this Buffalo. We know that's a pure gold coin as well. Let's see how that one reads. Oh, that one reads really nice. Right smack in the middle. We'll turn it over just for fun. Right in the middle. Well, how about if we shift it over here to this one? Any difference? Nope. So I feel comfortable that that is a legit coin. So now those are all readings on the 1 ounce or slightly heavier 1.09 because of the mixture with copper or other metals. Well, what about this? Let's check out this panda. This is a 1/2 ounce panda from 1987. So we're going to have to change the settings on this a little bit. So we're going to go to the weight, and we're going to go down to a 1/2 ounce. And it's my understanding, I think if I saw this right on my research, that this is a 3/9 fine as well. So this should be pure gold. Now I'm going to put this, because this is smaller than that circle, I'm going to go ahead and put this on this reading here, and it checks out just fine. Let's bump it around and see if we get a different reading somewhere else on the coin. So you can see, depending on where it reads on the surface area, you might get a little bit of a different reading, but still the readings are consistent and well within the green area. So I feel comfortable that this 1/2 ounce panda, and of all the coins in my stack, the pandas are the ones that give me the most heartburn. They're beautiful coins, but you know, it is what it is. All right, calibration required, so we have to do some calibration every once in a while. So go ahead and push that button and let it calibrate, and then we're going to go on and let's just try that panda one more time just to make sure that it wasn't trying to get that calibration before. Yeah, we're good. All right, well, let's go to the 1/2 ounce gold eagle. We know that's not a pure coin. We know that is that special setting right there. So we're going to change that. This is 0.55 troy ounces, but 1/2 ounce of pure gold. And let's take a reading there. And that is right on the money. We'll flip it over just for fun. And boom. Very nice 1/2 ounce gold eagle. All right, well, what about the 20 pesos from Mexico? This is a little bit of a different coin, but this is a 90% gold, 10% copper mix coin. So I will go ahead and change that. So we have a reading here. It goes up to 90% copper or gold, the balance of copper, which is what this is. So I will go ahead and put this on our verifier, and it looks good, right in the green on both surface and through. And there again, flipping it over, and I always do that. I flip it over just to make sure. Now what happens if we put it over on this one? It's smaller than that circle, but I bet we're still going to get a good reading. Yeah, I was wrong. Look at that. And that's primarily because this is supposed to read coins that are about the same diameter or bigger. So that's why we put it over here. So don't get freaked out. If you use the wrong one, you're going to get potentially a bad reading. So I'm glad I did that. That was kind of a good demo as to mistakes that can happen with these things if you don't use them correctly. So red on the correct verifier, it comes out just fine, and that's a real nice 20 pesos gold coin. All right, well, how about some pre-33 stuff? Check this out. A $10 Liberty Head, pre-33, and this is what, from 1880, I think it is. All right, well, let's see here. That should be into the same reading because that's a 90% coin as well. Let's make sure that's set correctly. 90% balanced copper. So that should be just fine. We're going to go ahead and put this over on that one. And look at that, the readings are right in the middle. Now, I could, if I really wanted to, go through here and change the weight to get the actual correct weight. There are measurements here. You can go to grams. You can put in the actual weight that it's supposed to be, whether it's grams or troy ounces, and I'm just not going to do that for this demonstration. But you can go in and you can actually program it to be the exact weight of the coin, and I've had to do that before on different coins that I wasn't familiar with, but I'll do it here on this one. This is a gold sovereign from 1982, it looks like, and that one's a little bit different composition. So this is it's a 91.7 22 karat balanced copper coin. But I'm going to go into the weight, and I'm going to show you here. So it's actually a 7.98 grams total weight, okay? And it has 7.32 roughly grams of gold. Well, that's as close as I could get it on the settings. I put in the total weight, 7.98, and that has it accept the 7.314 grams. And I'm satisfied with that. I'm not going to nitpick and change one because it'll change the other, but I feel comfortable that that will work just fine the way I'm going to have it. So we'll go back out here and we will put this sovereign under here and see how that reads. Right there in the middle. See, both readings smack in the green. So I feel comfortable that going in and adjusting the measurements and the weights, well, not the measurements, but the weights, give me a good solid reading. All right, and last but not least, I have the krugerrand 1/10 ounce. So I'll put this on here and make sure everything's set up correctly. It's 91.7% pure balanced copper. That's good. Let's check the weight. I'm down to 1/10 of a troy ounce, so that's good. So I should be able to put this on here, and if all goes well, get a nice solid reading in the green. I'll flip that over just in case, and there it is again. Good solid reading in the green, both on the surface and through. So basically I just checked those 11 gold coins, and all of them I am satisfied and I'm confident are what they purport to be and are authenticated by this Precious Metals Verifier Pro. Now, I don't pretend that this is the only tool that we can use, nor do I think that we all have to have one of these, but for the volume that I do in gold and silver, this is an indispensable tool for me. So there you have it, checking some gold coins out on the Precious Metals Verifier Pro. I've done a video in the past about this, but I thought I would just go ahead and update it. Gold is king. Vertical stacker. Until next time.